We've got people standing by at 713-390-KRBE to tell us their Ambien story. Pamela, you are up first. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, Pamela. So tell us or share with us your Ambien story, please.
So my first and only Ambien experience was in January of 2020 when I was induced with my first son. I was having blood pressure issues, so the doctors always check to try to take concern and get you in if you are having blood pressure issues. So anyways, it was late at night, and I was just so uncomfortable, and the nurses kept asking, do you want a sleep medicine? Do you want sleep medicine? And I refused it a couple of times, but then when you're so miserable laying there, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Yep. So it's Ambien, and that's what they gave me. So it knocked me out. Well, then later I started contracting naturally, and they're like, oh, are you in pain? Do you want a pain medicine? I'm like, oh, sure.
Yeah. You're like, great.
Absolutely.
You're still laughing now.
High as a kite, y'all. I told the nurse that she looked like the Bernstein Bears. Like, she would just come in and I would just stare at her, and then her face would just transform into a Bernstein Bear.
The hat?
Oh, my gosh.
And then later, I'm just kind of laying there with my eyes open, and I see like zoo animals, like a giraffe, just floating through the room.
Was it the theme of your nursery? All of a sudden, it came to life.
I think what prompted that was my sister had come and visited me earlier that evening in the hospital, and she was wearing this like knee-length cheetah print jacket that I had never seen her wear before. And I'm like, are you going to like a show or something? She was so embarrassed. So she was like, I was never wearing this again. So I don't know if that was just embedded in my brain that I seen a cheetah print jacket and took me to the zoo, I guess. I don't know.
Pamela, did you remember all this, or they told you this afterwards and you're telling us based on what they said to you?
So I remember the Bernstein Bears, I remember the floating giraffe, and I remember her jacket. But after that, I do not remember much. I don't even remember the doctor coming in to break my water. I don't remember people coming and visiting me. Like, they came in to see me a couple weeks after the baby was born, and they're like, oh, yeah, in the hospital, remember? I'm like, wait, you were there?
Oh, my God.
It's got to feel weird to have all those
Pretty strong.
You don't have those experiences. You don't remember. It's got to be weird.
Yeah, have that.
It was very weird.
Missing
yes.
chunk of time.
I'm going to guess, Pamela, you never took that again.
Absolutely not. And I'm one of those people, I don't even like to take Tylenol if I don't have to. Like, I'll just push through it. But
really?
Yes, that was definitely an experience.
I never understood people that could do that. My wife doesn't like taking medicine.
I got a headache. I'll take an aspirin.
I'm like, we're living in 2023.
Yeah.
We got some great
I know.
I suffer.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah, no.
It's been created
for
for a
a reason. 1800s. I have to bite on a piece of wood.
I know. Anti-inflammatories are great after surgery. Take your Advil. Okay, Dorothy's up next. Ambien stories at 713-390-KRBE. You tell us a story that either you remember or people tell you what you did when you were under the influence of Ambien. Hi, Dorothy. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hi, Dorothy.
Good morning. So what happened
It's not
to you?
about you, or is it about somebody in your family?
It's about my husband.
Okay.
What'd he do?
Kevin, you actually pranked him one time.
Oh,
Kevin
God.
pranked him?
Yes, he pranked him on the phone.
Nice.
So
But
now
anyway,
Ambien pranked him.
We were in Austin trying to move one of my daughters. He was taking his heart medicine in the morning. He took an Ambien instead.
Oh, no.
Drove down the highway, Highway 35, and we're going up on the side of the road. And he's like, I don't know what's the matter with me. And I'm like, pull over. We get off the highway. He pulls so close to a telephone pole, I couldn't even get out the passenger's door.
Oh, wow. So you're pinned in.
Did he pass out right then? Like fall asleep?
No, we had to move my daughter, and the whole time he's wandering around in the woods. We're like, where did he go? It was like having a little kid. He was like,
Did you, Dorothy, wait, at this time, what did you think was wrong with him? Because did you figure out he had accidentally messed up the heart medicine?
Oh, no, I was mad. I was like, God, what's the matter? I was like,
come on,
you
people.
gotta be kidding me. I was like, and then all of a sudden the next morning he wakes up and he's like, oh my God, I think I took my Ambien. I'm like, you kidding? You almost killed me in a car. I'm like, my daughters were looking at like you were on drugs because he was just like so walking.
But it was
around
an
like
honest
this.
mistake.
How old were the kids at the time, Dorothy? How old were your girls?
Oh my God, that 22 and 24.
Oh,
so they're like,
dad's on drugs.
Yeah, they're like, dad's on drugs. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. So
You're
that was
lying.
my Ambien story.
Wow.
Did he throw those away? Did he ever have them? I would get rid of that crap.
He's not allowed them anymore.
Yeah.
And he had those little pill packs, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how did you mess that up? I'm like, oh my, he won't take them anymore.
Are you from the East Coast?
Yeah, I hear a little East
Yes,
Coast.
I am.
What part?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah, I can tell your accent. Very
How long
cool.
have you lived here, Dorothy?
9 years and still haven't lost that accent.
No, you're probably never going to lose it. My parents
shouldn't.
came from Greece and they were here 50 years. My dad passed away with his accent still strong. My mom still has hers. Something about not being able to shake our accents. I don't know what it is, but welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show family. Thanks for being here and thanks for your story.
Thanks.
Take
Thank
care.
you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
Then there are
Good
some
morning.
people that have, no effect on.
If you go to bed right away,
yeah.
Yes.
you're fine, they say, right?
Well,
That's
that's
the
what
people
they
that take
say,
it.
but look what happened here.
Right.
Chastity is up
Well, he was
next.
driving a
It's,
car. That's not
That's
supposed to be
kind
in
of
bed.
dangerous, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like in a lot of these, many of these stories, like the girl that was supposed to take it for sleeping, she still was seeing all the crazy stuff trying to
Yeah.
get birth, and so it's a one-off of even though you did try and go to sleep, you still had crazy situation.
Not worth it.
Chastity's up next. Tell us about what happened to her on Ambien. 713-390-KRBE, or was it somebody in your life? Chastity, good morning.
Hi. Actually, it's my now husband. We were dating at the time, and he used to come to my apartment. I would wake up the next morning and go into my son's restroom and ask him, why did you urinate in your trash can? And he's like, Mom, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I would think on it, and then it kind of dawned on me one day, months later, I went to my then boyfriend's house, and in the morning, he had on this weird, throwback 90s vest. He had goldfish all over the bed, the goldfish crackers.
Oh, my
And I
God.
said, what on earth are you doing? And he said, I took an Ambien last night. It makes me do weird things. And I'm like, you're the one that's been urinating in the trash can.
Oh
didn't
my
realize
gosh.
that he was doing that in his sleep. And then fast forward years later, we actually had a child together, and we had two sons that were the same age. They were about 8 years old. And I go downstairs, and he had taken Ambien before bedtime, so he was high as a kite, and he was dumping chips, like one of the large family-sized chips, on the carpet. And my 8-year-old son and my stepson were like, what are you doing? You're crazy.
Was he making any
And I said,
noise
"Well,
when he was dumping it? Was he like going, wee? Or was
He
he
was
just...
chips
just
on the floor.
looking at it, like staring at the chips coming out of the bag. I had no idea what he was doing. And I'm like, okay, I'm pregnant. We're about to have a baby. No more Ambien. He hasn't taken it since then.
Well,
Just
good.
Very
Wow.
weird things, but the urinating in the trash can was the most bizarre
he never-
thing for me. He thought
What
it
did
was the toilet.
What did he think the smell was later on? He never realized that was him? Like, he just thought it was
Right.
trash?
It was a little kid trash can in my son's spare bathroom, and he thought it was the dang toilet because he was high.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my.
I've heard people doing with a
I would have
hamper.
just thrown that trash
Didn't
can
you
away.
used to pee in your toy box?
Yeah, I don't know why I did
Yeah,
that.
it's just
But he
kinda
wasn't on
scary.
Ambien
Like,
for that.
What will people do when they take this medicine and they don't remember?
Yeah, that's scary.